two now. Energy. Yeah, they are two. Yeah. Black DG. Four DG. Yeah. So when I train the car now, air condition all inside. No. Papa, you can't wait for me to spin now. I'll leave it all now. You can judge people. Just answer your question, sorry. You can judge people that can hear. No, I'm a journalist. I'm breaking sorry. The way you talk on the question, let's say when I move from here, I'll free. Let's say when I move from here, I'll free. You said one talk I wanted to mean it. Who talk to you, but you talk on the question. Hi, I'm looking. Hi, looking. Then you want post and now more what they again. Why not be looking to the top? I'm not going to again. I said they call me to the office at OSP. I think it's going to be they come to get paid. You say you pay the tea to the man. After you pay the tea to the man, you come now. So what next now? For me, I'll not there. Nobody, you get in there. You say, ask me too much more question. Hey, that's me to say, make it egg and bread. Okay, sorry. That's sorry now. Okay, sorry. I will not ask you the question again. Okay, sorry. When I speak, if you answer now, then. Okay, speak again. I'm not asking no more question again. Okay, that's why now. Oh, school. The thing they say, maybe you leave it all now. You can judge people. Just answer your question, sorry. You can judge people that can hear. No, I'm a journalist. I'm breaking sorry. The way you talk on the question, let's say when I move from here, I'll free. Let's say when I move from here, I'll free. You said one talk I wanted to mean it. Who talk to you, but you talk on the question. Hi, I'm looking. Then you want post and now more what they again. Why not be looking to the top? I'm not going to again. I said they call me to the office at OSP. I think it's going to be they come to get paid. You say you pay the tea to the man. After you pay the tea to the man, you come now. So what next now? For me, I'll not there. Nobody, you get in there. You say, ask me too much more question. Hey, that's me to say, make it egg and bread. Okay, sorry. I say sorry now. Okay, sorry. I will not ask you the question again. Okay, sorry. When I speak, if you answer now, then. Okay, speak again. I'm not asking no more question again. Okay, that's why now. Oh, school. The thing they say, maybe the English. Sorry. See, I think you take that. You take that. I take it time. Okay, sorry. Okay. Say that again. To explain. Okay.
Distinguished colleagues, this is a two-faced issue.
This is a critical issue in this country, and we must stand up and speak the truth. Because for you to use the fact that prior to printing, it means you already tell me print. But before you print, come up to me.
There is nothing in that paragraph that indicated that money should be printed.
The essence of this exercise, the essence of this exercise is to know the facts. Everybody will have the opportunity to ask questions if you so desire.
Good afternoon. Good morning, good evening. Wherever you are, however you are joining the conversation on 87.9, this is Freedom Platform, the People's Radio. My name is Colonel Oliver Klein. I'm here today on the weekend edition of the show with two many of the issues making news in this country constituting the menu. Today, we look into the NCC scorecard with specific reference to Liberia's failure in the area of rule of law. What is it for the country's image? We failed again in this indicator. The indicator that has to do with the rule of law. What do we make of that identical failure that we attained from the NCC evaluation? Okay, so like I told you, like I said from the beginning, on today's edition, we're going to be looking directly into the situation involving the NCC scorecard with specific reference to Liberia's failure in the area of the rule of law. I'm hoping that Craig will come to studio to work on these technical issues with the sound. Our people are complaining that the sound is not as good as possible. And so we're about to work on it. We'll do everything possible to work on the sound. But in addition to that, there is an information coming in from the Seti Brother Corporation. We have been told that a Liberian citizen got injured and that individual is yet to be given proper attention. We investigate the situation further. But evidence in our possession shows that two of his fingers got damaged while on the job, and this Liberian citizen fingers, the two fingers were buried without his consent. And so these are things happening in the country that we intend to look into right here on 87.9. Plus other issues of national concern, specifically the major development in the country with reference to the capital situation. These plus many others will constitute today's venue right here on 87.9. And of course, today being the weekend edition and Freedom Radio Liberia being in partnership with Radio Entertainment Liberia, on today, a lot of you will be winning $20,000 Liberian dollars. You heard it right. A lot of you will be winning $20,000 Liberian dollars. And that figure is intended for those of you who will be lucky enough, to win the money on today's edition. The code remains the same. The weekend code is the same. So you're going to be dialing the Trump code *799#. And this time around, you'll be selecting number 7, which represents Freedom FM Jackpot. This will be a part of this particular process. All of you who have been lucky enough will be winning $20,000 Liberian dollars. That is the size of today's program. Like my brother Austin Carroll will normally say, right here on the People Station. We take a break to make some technical sound adjustment. By the time we return, it's going to be a wonderful, wonderful time here on 87.9.
everything was down. Mask was down. Down there. Yeah. Yeah. Almost. I don't know if they almost. No, you know what? You know what? Can't get on it. You know what? Can't get. Okay, all right. So you want for this, right? Yeah. But if they put on last today,
I'll stop on Liberia and see it. Remember, you see it, you report it. This is a message from your own cell phone or your website. Don't stop on Liberia and see it for you. Remember, you see it, you report it. This is a message from your own self-omen, Omen Samsaya.
Stop Liberia, from the center to interior. Stop, keeping us safe, let's stop for all.
Can't Stop Liberia is here for you. Remember, you see it, report it. This is a message from your own self, Omen Samsaya.
Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, let's stop for all. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, let's stopping crime for all.
In 2 minutes, those of you who will be paying directly, those of you who will be paying directly, $20,000, $20,000 for you, rolling into your mobile money account. You can play and use the size 799 hash with the field at cost number 7. Unfortunately, we're trying to get the sound for our internet people in. By the time we get done, it's gonna be okay. But everything here seems to be working good. So except that people are not hearing us from the internet, which is very, very concerned. This is concerning what. Okay, so that's exactly where we are at the moment. Okay. But I think we got the sound. We got the sound. For those of you listening to us, we got the sound. So please comment if the sound is terrible. Let us know. But for you to say no sound at all, I mean, it's a problem. It is going to be a problem. So I don't know what we will do. But again, perhaps let's see whether we can take this quick break. Let's see if we can take this quick break. When we come back, by that time, hopefully the sound will be okay.
crimes in many places, in every community, you can see. So if you see crime, report it. Don't take law in your hands for the right authority. Really can't take care of it. Crime stopper here for us, bringing safety to your door. Whether you rich or you poor. Stopping crime and make a peace for them before. The stopping crime for all of our crime stopper. The people bringing safety to your door. Crime stopper. Stopping crime and make a peace for them before. Crime stopper Liberia. From the center to interior. Crime stopper. Keeping us safe. The stopping crime for all of our. Crime stopper Liberia. From the center to interior. Crime stopper. Keeping us safe. The stopping crime for all of our. Crime stopper. The people bringing safety to your door. Crime stopper. Stopping crime and make a peace for them before. Crime stopper Liberia. From the center to interior. Crime stopper. Keeping us safe. The stopping crime for all of our.
Crime Stopper Liberia is here for you. Remember, you see it, you report it. This is a message from your own self-omen, Omen Samsaya.
Crime stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime stopper, stopping crime and make a peace for them before. Crime stopper Liberia. From the center to interior. Crime stopper, keeping us safe. The stopping crime for all of our. Crime stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime stopper, stopping crime and make a peace for them before. Crime stopper Liberia. From the center to interior. Crime stopper, keeping us safe. The stopping crime for all of our.
Okay, all right. So welcome back to the program Freedom Hub on 87.9. Again, our sound technician is trying his best. So please, if it is okay at the moment, is it better? If it is okay at the moment, then we can now proceed. But we're sorry. We're very, very sorry. Okay, yeah, we're very, very sorry about the technical issues. So those of you listening to us on radio, please let us know as well. I don't know. Every time we keep having this problem. I don't know, but that is exactly what it is. That is exactly what it is, and we're hoping that at the end of the day, we're hoping that at the end of the day, the CEO is going to get better financially. So that these things can be handled adequately. So we want to apologize to all of you, our people, who are our cherished listeners, and those of you who keep monitoring. We want to say, we apologize though. But there are 2 minute things happening in the country that we intend to talk about on today. So the first one has to do with the MCC scorecard. But again, like I told you, today is the weekend. I'm not gonna do a lot of this cash giveaway stuff because we have too many issues to talk about. So the chance is yours to keep hustling. Every time I take a break, I'll give somebody $20,000, and it depends on how you guys are gonna respond the transaction. So in a few minutes time, we'll give somebody else $20,000, and the way you can do it is to play through the weekend code, which is *799, hatch, and you select number 7, and that will take you directly to all of the options. So when you are lucky to win today, once we call you today, you'll be receiving $20,000. Once we call you, that 20,000, nothing more, nothing less than that. But we intend to look into the scorecard that was released by the Millennium Challenge Corporation. So the MCC scorecard is out. Okay. 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 All right. So we'll leave it right there. Let's. Okay. So something I got distracted by a few minutes ago, but we have a particular interest in the part of the scorecard result that we fill in as a country. The part of the scorecard result that we fill in as a country. That's why we have serious issue about. So Liberia fails rule of law on MCC scorecard 2025. And it is good that this portion of the report is being published by the Women Voices newspaper. Our country scored 47. 47% on the issue of rule of law. This is terrible. And for some of us, we knew 100% that Liberia would have had issues with passing the rule of law. I mean, there are other issues that you want to talk about. There are other indicators, health expenditure, press freedom, political freedom, and the rest of it, which we will also want to talk about in subsequent time. But on today's edition, the focus is on the issue of the rule of law, which is a very key component for any thriving democracy around the world. The reason why governments are instituted easily, regardless of who's hurt or who feels, defeated or whatever the case is because there is something globally recognized as the rule of law. The rule of law is the one that says, when I steal your car, you can go to the police station, you take the complaint, you can go to the court, and the court will make sure that that car is brought back. That's the rule of law. The rule of law, is that system through which your rights are protected by the law. That even if you are accused of committing a crime, you have the chance to defend yourself. If you can prove beyond all reasonable doubt that you did not do what the people say you did, for which they had you arrested or sued in court, the court can declare you free. That's the rule of law. The rule of law, is a big component that has to do with maintaining law and order in accordance with particular laws set down by individual or respective countries. For the Americans to do their investigation and say we fail the indicator that has to do with the rule of law is not a surprise to people like us in this country. The reason is very simple. We witness how the Unity Party administration treated serious issues in this country that we saw as indicators that would have led to the current result we have today under the issue that has to do with the rule of law. For example, the case with the 10 new position holders in this country, particularly at the LTA. We saw how the Supreme Court ruled. We saw how in the midst of the Supreme Court's ruling, we saw what the president did. We saw how it was done. Again, we keep looking at the different travesty we've been having with the issue of justice in this country. And so at the end of the day, we knew we would come to this level. We knew we will come to this level. You remove over 500 EPS personnel from the payroll of government. No due process, no due diligence. You didn't investigate any of them to know what they did. You woke up one morning. These are people who are trained, who were trained by the government. They've been working for all of the time. They've been able to work for. One money, you woke up as a government and you remove them without according them due process. Even if you suspected them to be partisans or whatever the case is, there is no record to show that you subjected them to an investigation. To arbitrarily take a decision to have this individual removed from the payroll. And they're not the only ones we're talking about. We're talking about several other, civil servants who were laid off. Several other civil servants who were laid off. Of recent, the courts high issues. Magistrates across the country high issues. And that's why we keep saying to people, there is so much joy if the country decides to follow the rule of law. There is so much joy. Everybody will benefit. The government will benefit. The opposition community will benefit. The private independent citizens will benefit. The business community will benefit. Because where there is law and order, there is a possibility for prosperity. There is a possibility for people to make progress. But in the absence of maintaining law and order, it doesn't work that way. No, it doesn't work that way. Look at the kind of result we have. And I'm of the opinion that this result was already generated prior to the speaker's, debacle of Capitol Hill. Imagine what will happen if what's happening at the Capitol building is included in this whole, in the next edition of the MCC evaluation of our country. We could not even reach 47. We may not even reach 47%. Perhaps we could be, lingering around 150, maybe 10-15% could be our score under this issue that has to do with the rule of law. Because you must be able to accord people due process. You have a situation where the executive branch of government submitted a budget to people who are acting out of the constitutional requirements. Yet the executive branch of government is willingly doing business with them. That is a flagrant violation of the law. When you do so, you are aiding the disregard and disrespect for the laws. So we cannot continue to play around these things. Mr. Baga's intention for this country, according to what he told us during the election, in his RS agenda, is to ensure that agriculture, one of the arrows I think he said for rule of law, the other one I cannot tell what it is, but one thing I know is that one of the arrows in the RS agenda represents the rule of law. Now you cannot profess to have rule of law being a component of this government's, how you call this thing, this government's agenda, and the rule of law continues to suffer setback in the country. It doesn't add up. The correlation is not there. You're running an RS agenda. Oh, okay, there's now a proper government. This is the government of RS agenda. Agriculture, rule of law, this one, tourism, agriculture, bump. Yeah, agriculture, rule of law, reconciliation. What's the next thing? Yeah? Whatever the case is, I mean, you know the definition of your agenda. It is your agenda. But what I know is that you have rule of law as a component of the IRS agenda. And you cannot have it as a key component of your agenda, your government's manifesto, when you are playing their service on the rule of law. Today, Kabina Jana, the former Associate Justice, is still crying for a client. His client is yet to be made available to the his client is yet to be made available to the lawyers and other people. Under a country where the rule of law is highly respected, these things will not happen. These things will not happen. The state interfering with the court. The state overturning too many cases. Yeah, I mean, people think these things are political, but at the end of the day, these things have consequences on the entire country. Because here is it: any serious-minded investor who is having the desire of wanting to invest in Liberia, the first thing a person will want to look at is to read the reports of credible international firms regarding the country of Liberia. Now they will go to Amnesty International. They want to go to Mo Stevens. They want to go to the IMF. They want to go to the World Bank. They want to go to the African Development Bank. They want to go to the MCC. They'll go to imagine if the guys pick up the report from the MCC, an American, satisfied firm, a satisfied initiative though. And the next thing they're reading is that Liberia is not thriving under the rule of law. You think the man can pump his billions of dollars into a country where the rule of law is a challenge? Because this man want to invest his money where if somebody decide to transgress, he will have a system in place that will ensure that justice will be done to his investment. If we fail rule of law because of the attitude of the government to willfully, intentionally, maliciously choose to do away with the legal proceedings and become so political about everything, nobody want to invest here. Now, how do you boost the tourism you're thinking about? The T in the arrest agenda, ARREST, the T there stands for tourism. Yeah, somebody said S represents sanitation. Yeah, S represents sanitation. How do you reconcile, you having a robust tourism sector in the country when the rule of law is under threat? The rule of law is a key component in this country. Look, if the people do not trust the issue that has to do with the rule and order in the country, nobody want to invest here. No tourists will want to come here. You think tourists want to come to a country where he will be subjected to criminal attacks, and if he's very successful in apprehending those who will be capable of trying to harass him or torture him, and he doesn't have a system in place that will bring justice to him, who will want to come here? Your tourism agenda is going to be a fiasco because the rule of law is supposed to give it the support is having setback. Your agricultural initiative will be a mess because no serious-minded agricultural firm that will want to get deeply involved into mechanized farming in this country, mechanized agricultural activities in this country, will want to come here and do business in a country where the rule of law is being violated. It is not being upheld to the letter. Nobody want to do so. So when the Supreme Court says don't do that one, and you turn around, you go back to do it. When the law says don't do this one, and you do it because you think you were elected on November 14th. The Liberian people elected United Party on November 14th, so it means that is a license given to you to violate all the laws in the country, do whatever you want to do. When you think that's the case, no problem. That's good. It's correct. But at the end of the day, you have an agenda to sell to the Liberian people. You have an obligation to deliver. You will not deliver the IRS agenda if you do not target and tackle these challenges. When the president was violating the Supreme Court by not adhering to what the Supreme Court mandated in terms of giving those commissioners due process and whatever the case is, and he just went and politically suspended people and how other people were appointed in the place. When these things were happening, trust me, that was a part of the situation that contributed to this country's, how you call performance. Beyond that, there are other issues. Again, look at what's happening on Capitol Hill today. There is a whole law in this country that says how we can do what and when. There are reports that the executive branch of government, through some of the entities, the Water and Sewer Corporation, the Ministry of Transport, there are reports that these entities are deeply involved with providing resources for the removal of the speaker. There are allegations that the executive is sponsoring the illegal removal of the speaker. While we are pondering over the veracity of the information provided to determine as to whether it is true or not, we see the executive doing business with the majority bloc instead of pushing for a reconciled House of Representatives. The Americans who are here, the British who are here, the French who are here, the Germans, the Swiss guys, these people are monitoring, they are observing. The Chinese, they are observing. Look, they know what's happening in the country. And at the end of the day, these things will continue to contribute to our failure. So everything should not be political. Don't think everything in this country should be political, my people. No. Don't see everything to be political. Sometimes when your government is doing this thing, you should advise. Don't be too much deeply into politics. Yes, we did the political stuff 2023. That process is gone and dusted. CDC got beaten. They are sitting down to the party headquarters. They involved with internal wrangling, internal struggle, fighting one another. That's their business. But you have a government to run as a political party. You have a government to run as a political, as a ruling party. Yes, there will be time for politics, but there are certain decisions, key decisions that will be taken in government that you need not to be political about, because at the end of the day, that decision could cripple your administration. Beyond your administration, it could have a ripple effect on the general interest of the country. Because like I said, if a company is to come to this country, that company will not only come to the country for CDC people or for United Party people. That company will come for even people who do not have political alignment. And so when you start to have the kind of terrible the kind of terrible scores on the key areas like the rule of law, which entity, which company, which firm, which business do you think will want to come to a country where the rule of law is under threat? Which company? Which company? You're not going to have it. Then how do you wish to provide the jobs that the Liberian people will need? The RS agenda, how do you hope to achieve it? If a key component that should guarantee safety of investors, safety of multilateral institutions, if that sector you are contributing towards the downfall, how do you intend to do this RS agenda? At the end of the day, you're just going to be a salary paying government. Oh, we raise more revenue, we pay salary. We go to Freeport, we collect money from the tanker container importer, we pay salary. We take some more money, president travel, we come out, we buy small quota, we put it on 2 kilometers a row, go build the other small market, we build the other one, country tour, we buy around, get town cheese some money, put some money in the budget for country meat. That the same nonsense will be on, and there will be no significant progress made in this country. Because it's going to be business as usual. If what you keep saying as a government that there will be no business as usual, then it will require you moving from the traditional setbacks of this country and do things appropriately. The biggest position in this country is the presidency. When you have it, all you need is a reconciled country and you are good to go. Once you as a political party is with the presidency, all you need is a reconciled country, a country in one piece and not in pieces. And to a greater extent, you have a very, look, let me say this, the United Party is blessed. You know why I say the United Party is blessed? The United Party government is blessed because the opposition community is still struggling to define what they want to do. The current opposition in this country, they are still struggling to know what they want to do. They're still struggling to know whether they are supposed to be holding the government feet to the fire, because at the end of the day, they are fighting amongst themselves. They are bringing one another down. They are undermining one another. You know, they're still struggling to define who they are, whether they are regime collaborators or they are actual opposition political institution. And so in the midst of that, where you find the opposition community divided and deeply involved with subversive attitudes, the government will benefit. And that's what I said. The Unity Party is very lucky to have an opposition community that is still struggling to define her role. In such a situation, what is required of you, the government, is to say, hey, come on. It's to reconcile the country. Now, when you reconcile the country, the process of reconciling the country will involve doing away with all of these subversive attitudes, all of these things that will see the rule of law being undermined. Once the rule of law is in place, where people feel that if I'm a whistleblower, if I see corruption somewhere in Atoke, nobody will sack me. If that starts to happen, when you put $2 for health, that $2 will go to health. Because people will get to know that the $2 that come for health, if I don't spend it, somebody see me spending it inappropriately, they will report me and I'll be sacked. But when people at Matthew Newblue wake up and say, Mr. President, this scholarship program is a fiasco, it is intended to exploit Liberians, we shouldn't do it, and the president allow all people to go and convince you and say, Matthew Newblue, the ball too frisky, sack the ball or suspend the ball. When these things start to happen, you are undermining the rule of law. You are undermining it. These are small elements that are connected. And so, yeah, it's a shame that our country failed. Do I intend for us to fail next year? No. My desire is for us to pass all of the different indicators, beginning with the rule of law, because where there is no law and order, that situation is an anarchy. There is a whole trouble right there. During the war, there is no law and order. That jungle justice. The commander with a higher weapon and a higher wish, the higher Zangale Goa, is the one who is the big man. During the war, lawlessness, no law and order. But under a democratic process, you need the rule of law, because it is that too that guarantees the continuation of democracy. When you allow it to break down under your watch as a sitting government, you are leading the country into political crisis. And that's what you saw when Charles Taylor started taking some decisions, that were totally outside of the confines of our laws. It didn't take too long, and we saw Larry Rebel and Model encroaching on him. That's why when we saw Samuel Kanyando at a certain point in time taking some decisions that were outside of the laws of our country, it didn't take too long when we saw the UNIMO K, the UNIMO J, the IMPFL, the NP, all the people. And the bulk of you, the other people know the history. The rule of law is an essential tool towards sustaining the democracy of any country. You don't need to mess with it. It's a shame that the Americans will have to evaluate us and determine how we failed miserably in it. We don't take pleasure in discussing this country negatively on a daily basis. No, trust me, I do not. Oliver Kine, I do not take pleasure in discussing the negative things about this country. But give us something positive to talk about. Give us positive development to talk about. Your actions should give us reason to say the best about our country. But when your actions, when your dealings will be in such a way that they will tend to undermine the tranquility, the peace, the harmony, the rule of law, the courts, the great tenets of democracy, when your attitude would choose to undermine those principles, then we do not have a choice but to keep telling you so that you come back to your senses and do what's right. This is the country we want. This is the country you promised us. I mean, the Unity Party promised us a country that will be refined. I'm not going to say more on it. But this is really, 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 and I repeat, this is really, really worrisome. It is troubling. It is bothering. And we just thought to talk about it. We'll take a break very soon and go take calls on the particular topic. When we come back, we talk on the other critical issues in the country. But before we take calls, we have an obligation, like I told you. If you are there, like I told you, if you are there and you are interested in receiving 20,000 Liberian dollars, I told you the code already. I said anytime I'm talking, don't mind me. Keep playing your thing. Star 79 star 70 hatch. Star 799 hatch. You select freedom as spot number 7. I repeat, star 799 hatch. Star 799 hatch. Then you select freedom FM at spot number 7. I repeat, I go again. Star 799 hatch. Then you select freedom FM at spot number 7. If you are lucky to be called, which I'm about to do to few people right now, if you are lucky to be called, you will be winning for yourself 20,000 Liberian dollars. You heard me right. If you are lucky to be called on this platform, if you are lucky to be called on this platform by me, I am going to give you 20,000 Liberian dollars. But like I said, the rule of law is an essential component in sustaining peace and democracy in any country. A country under the stewardship of Ambassador Bouaka, His Excellency President Bouaka, should not be failing the indicator that has to do with rule of law. Because the last time I checked during the campaign, all of his partisans told the Liberian people that this is a leader of wisdom, a man of dignity, a man of principle. So we don't expect anything less of Mr. Bouaka. We expect excellence. We expect a leader who will be law-abiding, who will encourage his lieutenants to be, to be directly in respect of the laws. And not what we see on a daily basis. It doesn't look good. No, it doesn't. It doesn't look good. But we're going to leave it right here. Let me go and give somebody money. When I give this person money, let me give somebody money. Right after this amount, then we'll come back. We'll come back and go take calls. After calls, we'll go to the next topic. But again, we'll come back. We got too many people to give $20,000 to. So let us see if this person is you. So I'm about to do the draw. I'm about to do the first draw to know who's going to be winning $20,000 right here. I'm about to do the first draw quickly. But again, that's what we keep saying. The rule of law is important. The court should not say they want and you do different thing. When you do those things, the people will be having a records on us. And if the people start to put us in their red book, their investors will start to have problems. Their companies will start to have problems with us. And who knows? Who knows? That particular thing could undermine our progress in bringing relief to our people. Okay. Okay. So just hold on. This first winner who I'm trying to call is not picking up. So we got 2 more times to call him or her. So let's see. Let's give the second trial a chance. If he or she doesn't pick up, then we'll do the third time. If after the third time the person didn't pick up, we'll call somebody else. So let's give this person a chance. Let's give this person a chance. But like I was saying before, we decided to go and give somebody money. We will need to be very, very careful. Our country should not be going down the drain so soon.
Yellow valued subscriber.
Okay.
Please be informed that the number you're calling
has not answered. So we will call you for the last time. That's what the law says. If we call you the last time you didn't pick up, obviously we're going to go directly to another person and give them that money. So star 799 hatch, you select freedom as spot number 7 quickly. But that is what it is. It is a shame. It is a shame that we failed. Yeah. It is a shame that we fail the doctrine, the indicator that has to do with the rule of law. No investor will come to a country where there is no law and order.
Yellow valued subscriber, please be informed that the number you're calling has not answered.
Okay, so this person forfeited the 20,000, so we will go to another person. Yeah, so somebody else is about to be very lucky. Let us go back to the line and see who could this person be. The more you play, the better your chances are. Let's see if this person is available. Let us see if this person is available. Okay, let us see if this person is certainly available. So let's see who is this one. Okay, yeah, we don't want to get the first 20,000 before we go to our lines. So please, we are calling you. Your number. I don't want to say why your number ends in, but we are calling you. Hope you will pick up. We do not have the luxury of time. Hope you will pick up. Hello.
Hello.
How you doing?
Yes, huh?
My name is KOK. I'm calling you from Freedom FM, sir.
Oh yeah, this is Mr. Richard S. Dua. How are you?
Richard S. what?
Richard S. Dua. D-W-A-H.
Okay, Richard is RACHARD.
Yeah.
And you say your other name is S. Dua?
Yeah, S is the second name. The last name is D-W-A-H.
G-W-A-H.
Capital D-W-A-H.
Okay, capital D as in diamond. D-W-A-H. Dua.
Yeah. 6.
Okay, Richard Dua, your last two telephone numbers are waiting. Quickly.
359.
359. Okay, that's correct. How many times did you play the cash giveaway? And tell us how you play in few minutes. Quickly, no time.
No, I played this morning on different show, but just play.
Okay, you just play. Okay, yeah. So can you explain how you play quickly? No time.
Yeah, I play *799 hash. Then I went to 7.
You selected number 7, Freedom FM.
Yeah, then I went to they have 1 and 2. I took number 2, which is $200.
Okay, so it means you playing LD. That's what I want to know.
Yeah, I play LD.
Okay, all right, Mr. Richard S. Dua. Now the name registered on your mobile money number, the number at AIM59.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
Okay, Richard S. Dua, congratulations. Today you will get $20,000 in your account.
Yeah. Freedom is special unlock.
Oh my God. That song is beautiful. Congratulations. $20,000. Okay. Once you receive the money, call us right back.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. You two can be the same. And you will receive $20,000. The code remains the same. *799 hatch. You select Freedom as spot number 7. Let's go to the lines and talk to our people. Our country failed. We'll just we'll take calls for about 10 minutes. The maximum is 10 minutes. It's already 3 minutes after 5. By 5:13, we'll be done with this call. We give another person money. We give people time to put their number in the system. Then we give another person money. We'll give as many as we can today. A lot of people will win 20,000. We don't want to give small people money, so we want to give as many as we can on the platform. Too many people will win. So call us now on 086 500 104, 0776 104 104 are the numbers to join the conversation. The Americans who can be monitoring us, they've issued their report, and in their report we failed in the area that has to do with the rule of law. We pass in other places, but I'm concerned about where we fail. When your child come from school and the child bring a report card, they want the subject your child pass in, you can talk about it 2 more. They want you fair in, but what you can focus on, what you can tell the home teacher to be the study class teacher to be focusing on, and that is our concern at the moment. We failed in the issue that has to do with rule of law, and we must tackle it. What do you say? 886 500 104, 776 104 104 are the numbers to join the conversation. Let's take the first caller on this line. Go ahead. Let's hear you. Good evening.
Okay.
How you doing, sir? Your line is breaking. Please make some adjustment. Go ahead. Let's hear you. Let's give you a trial.
you know, one of the things that going on in the country is a kind of frustrating to we the young people.
Okay.
In the sense that the rule and law of this country that govern this country since we were born, our parents brought for the law that will go back. But since Joseph Baka came into power, this government has been frustrating everything pertaining to the rules of this country.
Yeah.
The government are not governing in a way that they will go on a constitutional mandate, but they are governing in their own interest that will affect we the young people.
And so the Americans, the Americans say we fail.
That we don't want to see the 1847 or the 1980 war that our people came from. So we urge that Joseph Baka, whatsoever things that the Liberian people want on a constitutional level, then we do it pertaining to the constitution, not outside the constitution.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Thank you very much. We'll leave you right there. Let's talk to the other person. Hello. How you doing?
Yes, sir. Good afternoon. Good.
How you doing, sir? What's your name? Where you join us from? Go ahead, sir.
Good afternoon. Yes, sir. My name is ICM Twan, and I'm calling you from Gorbachev Community, Pinsville.
Gorbachev, Pinsville. Let's hear you, Isaac. Go ahead, bro.
Well, thank you so much for the topic on discussion, but I would like for you to be clear to explain to us the American government has said that we feel in the rule of law. Specifically, let it be very specific to tell us the specific area that we feel, because you can watch the street. You are a journalist. You move around. You see how citizens even go against the law. Today in our country, we have stations that group themselves as opposition stations. You move around, you see other people. Look at the police in the industry are being disrespected. Sometimes the taxi drivers are in the street. You back them off. You don't respect the police at all. A lot of injustices are even taking place in the country.
I like the way you are listening. You are listening the part that has to do with the citizens. So the next one has to do with the government's own decision that she's taking.
Yes.
You know,
you will get to understand, KOK. You get to understand when it comes to the rule. We are the citizens. It is our problem. See what is happening in the House of Legislators today.
Okay.
Is it the executive branch of government or our own people that we elected in the House?
So hold on, brother. Hold on. Take your time now. Hello. Will you listen? Sir?
Yeah, I'm listening.
You mentioned the legislature. They are doing their thing. You and I know that the majority bloc, based on the laws, except you don't want to follow the laws, but you know that based on the laws, they are not acting in line with what the law says. Yet and still, the executive is presenting budget to them to go and do. So how then do you listen now? How then do you exempt the executive from them? Can you answer to that?
Okay, you will not accept this community as leader before in this community.
No, I asked you a particular question, my brother. I asked you a particular question. You said we should also look at the legislature. It is not the executive doing what they're doing up Capitol Hill, which I agree with. But the majority bloc themselves, they are doing things against the Constitution, yet and still the executive is presenting budget to them. This is an act of aiding an illegal process. What do you have to say to that?
Thank you very much. I like the way you say it. Let us be careful as how to handle situation to our people. Come to think of it. Look at the presentation of the national budget to the national legislature and see how it was presented. Did the executive take the national budget and send it to majority bloc, or did they give it to the House of Representatives through their own clique?
Have you had hello? Have you had a situation in the country where the executive wrote the clerk instead of writing the speaker?
Presented to the clerk and to be presented to the presiding officer.
Okay, all right. That's what.
Presented to the presiding officer. He took it to the majority bloc.
That's what.
Is that the executive percent for that?
Okay, all right, my brother. Thank you. You made your points. Thank you very much. You made your points. We'll leave you right there. We're not going to argue. At the end of the day, we have 49 as our score. Let's go to this other person and talk to them. Let's go to this other person and talk to them right here. 086-500-104. Again, we will now go to this winner and see whether he was able to receive his $20,000 before we return to the calls. Just hold on, my dear people. Hold on. Let's see if we can go to this winner and verify whether he received his money. The guy was singing for us. Let's go to him. Okay, let's go to him and verify. Hello, my brother.
Hello?
How you doing?
Hello?
Hello, how you doing?
Hello?
You are live. Listen to the phone. You are not hearing me?
Yeah, I said freedom is the station we want. Freedom is a station I love. You must get freedom every day.
You got the money?
I got the money, my man. 20K.
Congratulations, bro.
Yeah, I'm leaking that song as a promo.
We'll try to cut the song. We'll leave you right there. Let's leave you right there. The guy is arguing. You know, I decided not to be combative with my caller, so I'll give you the chance to say what you want to say. At the end of the day, I'll say talk. Let's talk to the person. Hello, sir. How you doing? We are great, Chief. Let's hear you.
Yeah, the report that came in 2024, that 2023 under George Weah, that confirmed report is now for Unity Party. Is that their report? Thank you for your understanding.
Okay, we leave you right there. we leave you right there, Patuba. Thank you very much. We leave you there. You are an elderly Pape, so I would not go to that level. But Pape will bring the understanding to you very soon. We will bring you the understanding. Anyway, Pape, we'll bring you the understanding. We leave you right there. Let's talk to this person. Go ahead. 1 minute. How you doing? How you doing, sir? Go ahead.
The people know about females.
Okay, go ahead, man.
The coming confused us here, okay? You're making them to understand what is happening. How can that man tell us? Hello?
Go ahead. We are listening to you.
How can he tell us that that project should be given to the chief clerk? And for us, we don't really know the rules, right? But we listen to the very people educating us every other day. And people have been calling people who know the law to the 40th have been saying it's wrong.
Our mom. Ellen Johnson Sirleaf became president in this country for 12 good years.
Yes.
George, we have 6 good years.
Yes.
All of their finance ministers, including Augustine Gaffwan, who is today the Minister of Finance,
yes,
they would normally go to the Speaker of the House.
Thank you.
The finance minister will present the budget to the Speaker of the House. There is nowhere in the history of this country that you find people going to chief clerk. I mean, our people, look, and that's the reason why the country failed. That's why the country failed. And if we continue to nurture the kind of unnecessary political bull craps, the country will continue to remain in this kind of situation, my dear sister. Yeah.
So you should be able to educate his churches. Why if you are working to the company, he's the manager for the company. Should the company take the check and go to the government? Will you see him? No. That check to pay the workers should be given to him. Because he is responsible to pay the workers. One of people give you right.
We leave you right there. Thank you. We leave you right there.
That's why we listen to you people so I can be able to even knew this. And so because we're working with the president so that women can be involved in the politics and almost in the group of people with that fucking time.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Okay, thank you very much. We leave you right there. We leave you. Let's talk to this other person. When we come back, we'll go and give somebody else money. Okay, let's see if this person is available at the moment. All right. Let's take Man CC, who is on the line. Go ahead, Man CC. Let's hear you. Will you make flour every day you call on the show?
Okay. How you doing?
We're okay. They're okay.
Okay, thank you. Look, okay. That don't make you keep on the last day to go out with a minapia. You know, for Baka yet. You are not saying go out with a minapia, what can I rule of knowledge for breaking? Never met what day. What day you go out with a minapia? Yeah, tell you, you be safety is coming, you go to you go to that. You know what I'm saying? They go breaking the whole line for you. That's what happened. Even my said, you want a woman in this country as a president, what Demi. Even you're moving that man from there to there, from there to tomorrow. But I stay to tell him to the man, to the people. You are happy? You take his son. You send me to the office, to chicken. Now you understand it? You want to school to rub it on the platform? What is wrong? It's wrong. Let's say the reality here. Let's say the reality. So we're not going to school learning. So y'all, what about customer? What is rule of law? Say it to the point. Understand? What do you understand? That is very clear. Let the law be a law. Understand? Then go out with a minapia. What happened to putting on a rule of law? Who was the business in the country? Nobody can build a money in the country and invest in the country. For where's what in the government? And you know everything, you know better, you know everything in the country. You have people out of the country going to bring it to be investor. So they're not happening. They're going to put it up in the money. Come say, put it in the bro. It's a breaking down. All of the local and Boka government is asking the man and your papa story. You might get a long more rat and presented in the hotel. What's the boss? It's a message on document. And it's going to get people and move for that. You can't see the phone coming, you see, get the fast story. The two you get and go see, you will research your out. Is it taking the fast story? Who is it that I need? Who is it that I need? Okay, answer my question because I answer not many minutes, please, to you. You answer my real question. That person that gets the fast story. Who is it that I need?
Okay, we'll leave it right there.
The fast story, who is the top job, who is the other senator on it? They got some rubbish here.
We'll leave it.
No.
No.
I told you definitely yesterday. I didn't go down. If I still go on here, if you know you're
sorry, Baba. Okay. All right. They will learn global. Okay, we leave it right there. Look. Let me address all of you on the platform, including the people who call about this scorecard. I want all of you to go to the Women Voices newspaper and go and read. My dear brother Judas Jer on OKFM did a piece. Go to his page and go and read. Find the MCC 2025 report and also read. But for the sake of this clarity that I want to provide in just 2-3 minutes so that we can go give somebody else 20,000, I want you guys to listen, please. Because in the country, you're quick to challenge people and it is terrible. Now let's go to it. When you read the Women Voices newspaper, Jeremy S. Waters wrote this particular story. On Thursday, yesterday, November 21, 2024, the Millennium Challenge Corporation, MCC, released its fiscal year 2025 country scorecards, which revealed that Liberia met 11 out of the 20 indicators. However, the country faltered in the area of rule of law alongside 8 other indicators. You're listening? Undoubtedly, this report coincides with the growing discontent amongst Liberians who are expressing their frustration over what they perceive as a blatant disregard for the Constitution and the rule of law by certain lawmakers in the House of Representatives. Take your time and listen to this one. Liberia's MCC 2025 scorecard presents a bag of results. I want all of you to listen, including my own papa we are talking about. Why the country achieved success in the areas such as land rights, employment opportunity, political rights, civil liberties, and so forth, freedom of information, These gains are overshadowed by shortcomings in fiscal policy, inflation, trade, government effectiveness, health expenditure, national resource protection, girls' primary education, completion rate, and the rule of law, leading to another failure. Liberia scored just 47% with a score of 0.03, a disparity from its 2024 scorecard. A disparity from its 2024 scorecard, which indicated a passing rate of 59% and a score of 0.11. Take your time and listen though. Although the MCC's 2025 scorecard reflects events from 2024, it didn't say reflect events from 2023. Reflects events from 2024. The ongoing turmoil within the House of Representatives arguably indicates that the nation is heading to failure in the rule of law comes 2026. On October 17, 2024, a fraction of the blah, 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 and the rest of it, you can also have it. Whatever the case is at this moment, that should not be an issue. You know, whatever the case is, should not be an issue. The issue is we're messing up here as a country, and there is a projection. There is a projection that the coming years we might go down to fail again. It is not what we want. No, it is not what we want. It is not what we want. In 2018, 2019, 2020, the government of Liberia failed under President Weah. They started picking up from 2021, 2022 up to 2023 before the government could leave power. So we are saying you also have the chance as a government to make progress, to improve on it. It doesn't matter who failed last year, who failed this year, who failed this one, who do the one. What matters is we have failed in the area of rule of law. If we don't recalibrate as a country, if the report come out next year, this result may be better off than what we'll have next year. That is the point. When your child returns from the school with the report card and you got 50 in mathematics, that 50 is already there. Even when you are beating him, the reason you are beating him is because the next period, and he bring the report card for second period and he got 50 in mathematics, you are not beating him to change the second period grade. You are beating him to change the grades in third period. The conversation here is to ensure that since this year we've done all of our stuff, let us do everything possible that in the coming years as a country, we'll do it better. Anything short of that, our country is going to be heading for trouble. Because I say this to you, I say this as much as I can. There is no record, I repeat, there is no record ever to show that anybody went to a country where the rule of law is not respected. That anybody went with serious investment in such a country, no record to show. I said that person too is an illegal business tycoon. Yeah, people operating in war zone, go buy oil, where people fighting war. Oh yeah, I mean, they're but real sound business people who are not trouble oriented will never choose to invest in hazardous climate. When the rule of law is being undermined in any country, that's a hostile terrain to do business. So yeah, whatever the case is, it is now a good image for our country, and we got to fix it. Is the country currently on track to changing that grade from 47 to 80 to 79? No. In fact, it could get worse because of what's happening today. What's happening today, don't think it's going to stop here. It might continue in 2025, and that's why we are asking people not to continue. Then we'll leave you right there. We're not gonna have, all on it. I said we needed to give somebody else money, so let's go there. Let's go and give somebody money right now. Let's go to the line. Okay, let's go to the line and give somebody else money. Let's go to the line and give somebody else money at the moment. Let's do it. By the time we are done giving the money, we'll talk something very, very essential. And this issue has to do with one of the steel giants in this country, Seti brother. A Liberian citizen, and I'm hoping that I will call the boy on the radio to interview him. I won't interview the boy. If he is listening, my dear brother, if you're listening, call me in the next 10 minutes, please. 10 minutes too plenty. Call me in the next 5 to 6 minutes. If you're listening, please. Call me in the next 5 to 6 minutes. If you're listening, please do. Please call me. He got his 2 fingers caught. The machine I'm saying it in Kolokwana, but the machine ate his 2 fingers when he was working at not Seti brother. The guy said he was at the hospital. The people buried his 2 fingers behind him. After work, instead of paying him off, they say he should still go back to work. At a certain point in time, they started telling him not to go back to work again. And the hand that is affected, the hand, like we're saying in Liberia, the hand is getting swollen. The main hand is getting swollen again. He's going through a lot. He's going through a lot. There are too many things he's going through. Plenty things he's going through. Yeah, too many things. But just hold on. Let's take this quick break to be right back.
It's about musical. There are crowds in many places. In every community, you can see.
Okay, all right. So just hold on. So that is what the man explained to me, and he's a young man. He went to the Ministry of Labor, talked to people from the Ministry of Labor. Nobody listening to him, my people. Nobody listening to him. He went to the Ministry of Labor and told a complaint there. Nobody listening to him. And he has asked that we talk for him. I'll bring him to the radio station, hopefully by next week. But I'll try as hard as possible for us to hear his side of the story. I want us to call him. I want us to call him. Okay. I think the young brother is calling. I think he's calling. Hello, how you doing, my brother?
Yeah, not bad, Papa.
Please, in 3 minutes time, explain your story. Call your name, when you started working with Seti brother, and all the information. The Liberian people listening to you quickly.
Okay, my name is Kalu Kamara. I live in Ju community.
Okay.
I've been working with Seti brother on 2017, June 15. I had an accident April.
Oh my God. Just hold on. I think he went out of credit. Okay. So my brother, just hold on. I will call you right back. But what we need to do, let me pay this person off quickly. Then I will call you right back. Okay. Just hold on. I want to pay this person quickly. Then I'll call you right back. Let me pay this person quickly. We have a financial obligation here. We got to live by it. Oh my God. What's happening with this telephone? All right, we have a financial obligation. Let me do it. Let me pay this person their money. So we're about to select somebody else again. If you are interested in winning one of the 20,000, if you are interested in winning one of the 20,000, the chance is yours, my dear brother or my dear sister out there. The chance is yours. Star 799. Star 799. Hatch, you select Freedom FM as spot number 7. Star 799 hatch, you select Freedom as spot number 7, and you'll be good to go here on 87.9. Oh my God, this phone is freezing. Oh my God. Just hold on. Hold on. This phone is freezing. Hold on. This phone is freezing. Wow. Oh my God. Oh, this is very, very, very funny. Okay. Oh God. Hold on, fellow Liberians. Hold on quickly. Where is Chris? Chris, you will need to come in and restart this phone for me. Please, you will need to come and restart this phone for me. Chris, if you're listening, please come to studio and restart this telephone. The phone is freezing. Oh my God. This is really, really, really troubling. All right, but let's go to the line and interview our brother. Quickly, while we try to get our phone on.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead. In 3 minutes, explain your story.
Yeah, okay. I've been working with Freddy Bros since 2015. I never received no employment letter up to now. I have an accident on April 1st. April 1st, actually, they carried me to the hospital. I did a treatment. After taking the treatment, I came back to job. The people, they start saying, follow me, they start sending me order. You see, I can be order, said they will be paying me because is there I give my story to some people, the people who go to insurance office for money because they say the money they give to me, they say it's small. The people go tell the insurance people, they say the money is small. Yeah. So they say I'm gonna go sit down here, then I get time for me. Anytime more air they will be paying me. I say no. I say if that I want y'all be paying me every more air, at least that will make document to A. Every more air I'll be taking my pay. They say no. They not make no document. How much I went to the labor ministry, I see some people working there. So working there, we are seeing a story. They say, oh, my department will go, I want to go. You see, I'm not going there, they will find department for me. Almost 3 more, I was sitting down home. They say, I'll find department. I said, but before you say, the men don't want to come to church, the men sitting down home, you don't want to come back to work. So we'll find solution. Where you tell me to the ministry, say, the men don't want to come back to church, we'll pull him down. I say, before you start one, that will make people. At least I can be sitting down to the wall, I'll be coming for my pay. They say no. Okay, I'm gonna say I take a case to Imayaba, Honorable Imayaba to community. I'm an assistant minister. Assistant minister, I carry the case there. The mayor called them who go through the case. I told them, I said they play here now because you've been giving me a lot of certain remarks. The customer said, sometimes you will see me and say, my picking, Kalu, you say the Tanchana for 1.6. Sometimes you will get them and say, if they come back to job, you say, the company now get no trust in you again. So they cancel out. You will just be threatening me without seeing I'm going to tell you my about the boss man. I say they play the thing here now. I'm going to say I get my children. I get my food to my Oma. The hustle will do that my Oma being will do for because our partner living it.
Okay, so just hold on. We don't have the luxury of time to have all of that interview. Now, so you got hurt on the job, and according to you, what happened to your hand?
No, my hand say my 2 fingers got cut. A cut for there, 2 fingers, a cut for there. They go down my finger said, yummy. My finger said 1 week ago then, before I go for my finger. They gave my finger to me, my finger was rotting and said, the people that hungry, they say, why I gotta go for my finger, my sword pastor, they call it through Bali. The man say, why I gotta go for my finger? All I wanted, they start threatening me. So I'm gonna say, I just said, but they stand there, you all gave me why I'm supposed to get, let me go treat my, he said, Nana, I said, my finger hurting. Nana, I leave running behind you, I said, they must send me to the hospital. They say, why I get counselor for? They say, they will not send me to no hospital, because I've been running behind them, stand last before more. They're not sending me to no hospital. So, Nana, I'm gonna say, my hair hurting. I said, they must send me to the hospital.
So, Sati brother told you that you should be to the house. They will be paying you every month.
Yes.
So
the first case, before we go to Imam Bank.
So
I told them, more paper, I can beat to the house if you agree on that one. They say no. So I'm going to beat to the house. I said no. I said I want that guarantee.
So when they told you that you should be to the house, don't be going to work. They will be paying you every month. You requested that you and them should sign paper.
Yes.
And they said no.
Yes.
So later on, your fingers started hurting. You went to them that you needed treatment.
Yes.
What did they do?
No, they refused. Okay. Now they answer me. They say I will not enter in that fence because I say they must treat me. They say why I get cancelled for. I say, well, the children is not concerned about councillor Benin. The councillor Benin now will talk about one later. My hair, my hair. I think
so after that process, have you gone to the Ministry of Labor since then?
Yesterday I was there. Yesterday I was there.
What are the people at the Ministry of Labor saying to you about this?
People can tell me, I don't about again. I tell you already. I'm about plenty things. They say Kuba era there, la day. The people just tell organ to I'm gonna say I that.
So your fingers that got broken, they gave you the remaining fingers. What did you do with it?
They gave me the finger because my brother told me he said my picking. He said because my brother was there like that, my brother was too hungry. My brother told me he said my picking, he did it in call. I said yes. He said take the ratting finger, you go bury it. He said call there for you. Because I'm gonna say my belief was if I tell her I finger I bury it, I will come back on my own my finger so. But I don't know if it's a different attention they will get for me. They play our ass and they see me from there and they carry me different place. They play, they carry me, they start provoking me there again. All kind of things. I'm gonna say I say, but let's see my finger hurt you. You're provoking me there again. You saw you're doing that thing. Why you get for me? You're giving to me. Let me go to my parents. Let me go take treatment. I say, oh, you're telling me. Let me go to my mother. I go take treatment. Why I say? They say no. You say they're going to do that. I'm gonna say I was jail like that.
Okay.
I said I go to support. Say I explain to you. The message I'm gonna go to them. I'll go to them. The people start to suppress me. You say, oh, so why you like that? I'm gonna say they must pay me off. I say I said no. I said I can say you must pay me off. If you don't want to help me, you pay me off. Let me go to my mind. You pay me off. Or you don't want to help me, let me take out my family. I like it because my hair is already crippled now. They say I'm gonna go write letter. I pay you today. I said no. I said I can do that one. If you don't want to help me, we'll go to the ministry to go do everything there.
Okay.
Can you see?
All right. Okay. So
I'm not entering the face.
the counselor.
The counselor. The message. Anytime I'm going out there, he say I'm medicine there. I get medicine. He say my medicine can do nothing to you. I'm not saying I'll tell you that you get medicine.
Okay. Okay. No, we'll leave the rest of it. We'll find time to bring you in studio. Your story is so concerning. That's why we thought to bring you for a few minutes. But we'll find time to bring you in studio.
Okay. No problem.
Okay, my dear brother. Okay. All right. So that is what it is, my people. So you heard him. He got employed with City Brother since 2017. According to him, no employment letter, but he has been working there. On the job, he had 2 fingers cut. He left the 2, fingers there. Went to hospital after treatment. He had to come back for the 2 fingers. He personally buried the 2 fingers. Still, he's having medical issues. He's going back to the place for the people to take him to the hospital. They are refusing to take him to the hospital. He has gone to the Ministry of Labor to lodge a complaint. People in the Ministry of Labor fence allegedly told him that Cooper Cry area there, you do anything, nothing will happen in it. He gone back to Seti Brother to go and talk to the people to find means to treat him, and other things. Yet and still, Seti Brother to the people in the fence, they are not giving him access to the building. These are things that he's complaining about. He's very, very hurt. He's not happy at the moment. The finger is still hurting. He's feeling pain. He's feeling pain at the moment, and he would need something to be done. So we're using this open medium to bring this to the attention of the public. By next week, God's will, we will bring him to studio. This is a human interest story. This is regarding this is regarding this is concerning an individual, a citizen of this country. It is very sad, but again, we'll talk more about it. Like I said, we have a financial obligation and we got to live up to that financial obligation. Let's give this person money quickly. We'll come back. Then we go to that conversation. Hello, how you doing?
Yeah, I'm okay. And you?
We're great. What is your name, sir?
You are speaking of Wallace Kenema, calling from Masha.
My man, you got to speak clearly. If I understand your name, I'll papa you.
Wallace Kenema, my name.
Wallace Kelema. How do you spell the Wallace? Go ahead.
It's spelled as capital W-A-L-L-A-C-E.
Wallace. Okay.
Yeah.
Wallace who? Kelewa?
Kelema.
Spell the Kelema.
K-R-L-R-M-A-H.
M-A-H. Okay. Is that the name registered on your mobile money number?
Yes, of course.
Call the last two numbers of your telephone number.
6-8.
6-8. How many times did you play today?
I played 2 times on your show.
2 times on the show. Can you explain how you play quickly? No time.
Okay, I dial *799 hash and I select Freedom FM spot number 7.
Okay.
And I wait for the response and I press number 2, which is $200 for my account, and I enter my mobile.
Okay. All right, Wallace. Wallace, congratulations, my dear brother. You won for yourself 20,000 Liberian dollars.
Thank you, Chief.
20,000 Liberian dollars. When you receive it, let us know quickly.
All right.
Okay. All right. We'll leave you right there. Yeah. So that is exactly what it is. So look, Liberian problem getting too plenty, and we just don't know how to handle the situation in the country anymore. Government ain't got the capacity to give everybody a job. No government able to do it. But the private sector should be able to accommodate those who cannot fit on the government payroll. In this vein, the private companies that are working with us in Liberia, our citizens who are in those places, their rights should be protected at all costs. It is the responsibility of the government to protect the rights of the citizens in the country. You heard him. He said he went to the Ministry of Labor. And that's why we'll bring him here on the platform. But before then, we will contact the communication people at the Ministry of Labor to hear their side of the story. That is what is required. In journalism, we got to know what the Labor Ministry side is. We will also contact Shetty Brother to know why Shetty Brother is refusing to pay this man off, when in fact they know that he is already handicapped because his 2 fingers got damaged on their machine. Some of the things we also want to know is as to whether they have some occupational safety, protocol in place that will prevent these kinds of things from happening. Nobody should lose their 2 fingers because they went to work for one Indian company. No, it doesn't make sense. Is there an occupational safety protocol at these entities operating in the country? Are employees aware of what and what they should not do? Do they have protective gear while on the job site? These are critical questions we got to ask. These are critical things we got to find out, because at the end of the day, we do not want to keep having these things happening in the country. It doesn't make sense. No, it doesn't. You heard him. You heard the young man. You heard a young guy. Now they can't employ him. They're not willing to take him on the job. They don't even also want to pay him off. To make matter worse, they are not willing to sponsor a proper medical treatment for him. 2 fingers gone. The rest of the hand getting swallowed. And he is alleging that the Ministry of Labor, people in the Ministry of Labor, are telling him, man, that place, any other place we could go there, but that place we can go there because of the minister's interest. That is an allegation against the minister. We will want to do our own personal investigation to know as to whether people from the Ministry of Labor are reneging ongoing to confront that entity over the injury that was sustained by a Liberian on the job while working for them. When these companies these businesses operating in the country, when they are made to follow the laws of the country, citizens will have desire to go and work with these companies because they will pay according to the labor law. They will respect the labor of the people working there. They will provide insurance. They will do everything for those who are working. So you will find people running to go and seek employment in those places. The reason why every government that comes to power keep fighting to create jobs and they are not finding it easy to create jobs is because bulk of the government we have been having will always refuse to create the enabling environment. That's what we keep saying. Government cannot create jobs all of the time. The government is small. You can add as many as you want to add on the payroll. The only thing you'll be doing, you'll be delaying all the developmental initiatives that the government will be undertaking. Because the money you're supposed to pump into those projects, those funds will be running directly into sustaining, salaries. But the way you can do to reduce unemployment is to strengthen the private sector. If there is one company here, let that company be able to pay the workers based on the minimum wage bill. Let that company be able to ensure that the workers have all of their rights intact and everything appertaining to the labor laws of our country will be adhered to. Once that is in place, look, the man can work and go and work with one Indian company, one Lebanese company, one the other, this, because he's aware that his rights are guaranteed. When you do so, you will start to drop the unemployment rate in the country. Look at what's happening to this guy. No, it should not be. It should not be. And the good part of it is the fact that we have a government that is with the mantra of rescuing the country. These are things Liberia has been going through for the past time. 30 years ago, 50 years ago, 100 years ago, whatever years ago, we've been having Indians, Lebanese, the different businesses, including Liberians suppressing their workers, unfavorable working environment. We can continue having it. Since we are happy enough, we are good enough to be under a rescue agenda, we should start to rescue these people. These people who are working with the Indians and Lebanese, the Fulanese, Liberians, and other well-meaning people who got money. We should start to rescue our brothers and sisters, some of the girls who are house helps, working as cleaners. They are being abused on a daily basis. They pay them far below the minimum wage bill in the country. It's because our labor ministry has always been failing us. They will go to this company instead of advocating for Liberians, they will advocate for themselves and the relationship between they and the Chinese man, the relationship between they and the Indian man, they and the Pakistani, and that's what they're concerned about. When you do that, you put the pressure on the government. You continue to have unemployment on the rise because whatever you like it or not, that's not going to be a good thing. Who do you think won't go work with company again? The first thing may be afraid, when I hear on the job, nothing will happen to me. It better let me wait for one NGO that will respect me. How many NGOs do we have these days? No NGOs. What the businesses you have? Most of the hotels in the places, they use the people cheering for in the morning, in the night. No overtime. Our brothers and sisters who are living in America, they're not working with governments. They work for private entities, private companies. These people work for private entities. I keep telling a lot of you who want to make money. The code is still the same. Star 799 hatch. You select freedom as part number 7. And before we leave from here, hopefully we could give another money out. It depends on the more you play, and that could be the better chances for more and more of the 20,000 to be given. But let me say it: most of our people in America, in Europe, they don't work with government. They work with private entities. They have been paid good. Not because every private business will make profit. If not for the American law, if not for the laws in Europe, if not for the laws, the businesses in those places will pay people small money. They will violate the rights of those people. They will not pay the people insurance. They will not do nothing. It's because of the laws in this country that the businesses are paying and respecting labor. And that's why your family in America is sending you money. Because when their job say, we pay you on the 12th of every month, if they know say on the 12th, the paycheck will not be ready, they will send a person message ahead of time. Hello, okay, we want to apologize and appeal to you that, you know, your pay will be delayed by a day. So instead of the 12th, as usual, it will be on the 13th. Sorry for the inconvenience. Boom. 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 Sorry for the inconvenience. They will tell you. If they will delay your pay, they will tell you. They will not even allow you. They will tell you if they have to delay your pay. Oh yes, if they have to delay your pay, they will tell you. I wanna if they will have to delay your pay, they will tell you directly that they are delaying your pay. They will. It's because the private sector there is being protected by the government. Regulated though.
Yeah, sorry, I received my money. I'll call you on my orange number.
How much did you receive quickly?
$20,000.
$20,000. Congratulations.
Thank you.
You still have the opportunity to win additional money, or better still, encourage others to play.
All right.
Okay, bro. You see it? Yeah, you have a situation here where the man lost a 2-finger on the job. Ask the American people, the Liberian people who watching for America. You lost 2 fingers on the job in America. That's more money you got. Especially when it is the company's fault, and that's more money you got. You lost 2 fingers on the job in America. You got good lawyer. You good for life. You get Liberian man lost 2 fingers here. The man lost 2 fingers here. 2 fingers. They go bury the man finger behind. When he left the hospital, he got to come out. They went back, they took it up. The rotten finger, he got to go and rebury it to where he wanted his finger to be. I mean, that's emotional torture. That's emotional trauma all by itself. He's going through that. The worst of it all, according to him, he allegedly went to the Ministry of Labor, and somebody is telling him that company is the Minister of Pepper Bush. We can go there. We will investigate. We will call on people from the Ministry of Labor. We'll take up his case and know as to whether that particular situation happened. Why is he being denied? Why is he being denied justice? The private sector got a lot of prospect in reducing unemployment if only the government decide to pay more attention in strengthening issues concerning the private sector. Work on it. Revive it. It can be business as usual. Especially when the government is not a business as usual government. That's what you keep saying. You say you're not going to do business as usual. Your ministers, your people should not. Look, there are plenty of our brothers working on the rice ship, the rice truck, the cement warehouse. They're doing daily laborer job. Their labor being abused on a daily basis by these entities. Year in, year out, 10, 15, 20 years, 30 years, we just living here. These entities continue to abuse the labor of ordinary Liberian people. It has to stop. If you cannot stop it, something needs to be done. You can't continue to do people like this. If we open up the phone lines, there are plenty of Liberian citizens who are working for these foreign companies in this country. And they will tell you how they are going through slavery on a daily basis. And the worst thing about it is how their own government can come to their aid. Our inspectors prefer to go to the people, let the people get in. Our inspector prefer to go to the Lebanese, the Indians, let them give them the money. Put money in your pocket. And the Liberians are left to suffer in slavery. Then you come at every election, you say we'll provide employment. How do you provide employment when the little employment opportunities in the country, you are not protecting it? You have laws. Use the laws. But you will not do it. The reason they will not do it, the man will prefer, the minister will prefer, the director will prefer, go to the Indian man, go to the Chinese man, go to the Lebanese man, and make the man furnish a whole house, make the man supply him cement and zinc, make the man supply him nail and tar, steel rod, quarter rod, wheelbarrow, building construction materials, make the man build a house for him. And he will not even get time for what ordinary Liberians are going through in their companies in the different branches. Some people work 6 days a week. They don't even feed them on the job. No allowance to take care of their other needs. No medical insurance. No occupational safety protocol in place. They work in hazardous condition. Nowhere to urinate. No bathroom for employees. Our sisters and daughters who are working as house helps for these people are being sexually abused on a daily basis. Nobody to talk for them. And yet and still the government will continue to say, we want to, you look, transforming the country should not be a lip service. There are ministries and agencies responsible for these things. These entities should be made. They should be made. You see, these entities should be made, my dear people. They should be made to pay, to work in line with the laws on the book. You see it? And you can do that to the country. Look, if we just start to follow the laws in the country, most of the problem the country is faced with will reduce it. But the problem with us is that our people are greedy. Part of the people who have been marching the ministerial positions, especially at that Ministry of Labor, Ministry of Commerce, Ministry of Gender, most of them are greedy. Very greedy. You go to the entity instead of pushing for the rights of Liberians who are being abused on a daily basis. You will go there instead of talking about Liberian people who are making the work from 8 o'clock in the morning to 9 o'clock in the night and paying them $90, $80, $75, insulting them, treating them anyhow. Instead of you advocating for them, when you go and you put them one side, you go tell them when you mean Hassan, my man, I've been my boy in Kininjao, I've been my boy in Marshall, Hassan, my man, they tie one ready for the tie. Yeah, Tawa is saying 13 hours ready. I'll bring $6 for you. And you know the Lebanese and the Indians, the guys, they will not hold back. You know, man, boss man, when you're ready, just come. I'll give you 50% discount. Oh yeah, and you leave Liberians strangulated. It is terrible. It's a shame. Woe unto you. We investigate this thing. We manage to talk. We manage to get the facts. And that man who lost his 2 fingers, it's not going to end that way. It's not going to end that way. Seti brother will pay. They will compensate him duly for what transpired. That's not how it should be. We also ensure that the government will get involved. We go to the Ministry of Labor. That's why I don't want to take the allegation for face value. We'll go there and show that the proper thing is done. You can't have companies that are supposed to be helping the country, inflicting interest on citizens and doing nothing about it. We get the 4 calls and we go home on 87.9. Marilyn Griffiths will continue to give you bulk of the other money. She'll continue to give you a lot of other money here on the platform. So if you're listening, you already know the numbers. Call us on 086-500-104. I know bulk of you listening out there. You work with the entities. You are concerned. You have your own stories. But we'll have to start up something. We'll have to start up something in advocating and ensuring that these things, some way, somehow, will intervene. Let's talk to the first person. Go ahead. 1 minute. Let's hear you.
Yeah. Thank you, Oliver. This is Sekajibo. I'm calling from Lower Johnson.
Go ahead, Sekajibo. Let's hear you.
Yeah, okay, fine. You know, charity begin out. And I think they said practice tested. The certificate that was given by the June 7 protester. Who did they give it to? They gave it to they gave it to a janitor.
That's not what we're talking about, my dear brother. That's not what we're talking about. Please, when a particular conversation is on, call in that regards. When we are done with it, we are done with it. This person, let's hear you. 1 minute.
Yeah, you're speaking to Mr. Memega.
Go ahead, sir. Let's hear you, sir.
You know, the labor business in the country is getting worse now. The 1 hour period here, the president Kumbo, the people who can carry President Kumbo,
yeah,
the police, everybody. They shoot 1 hour period here the last time, and then we carry the case to the police people. The police people say they are responsible to feed the man's family, only responsible for only the man's welfare. That's the kind of thing that happening. And President right now, the man going to pay. People calling for jobs, so every DJ travel. People calling for jobs, nowhere to go work. Only here alone, very here in the time right now. The family suffering, now a woman on operation. The baby too going on operation. So what's happening here right now? So the labor business in the country is very difficult.
Okay. All right, my brother. Yeah. I think I heard about it. We'll try to investigate it as well and see if there can be a lot of other advocacy towards that effect. Let's take 2 more calls and we go home on the weekend's edition. This person, go ahead. 1 minute.
Yeah, good evening. Let me say thank you for the program. My name is Ishmael Kamara and I call you from Painesville.
Go ahead, Ishmael.
This evening. So, the topic under discussion is very essential. Looking at the fact that, the labor sector, for example, so not to be improved. For the fact that national government is playing actually a very limited role to improve the sector. We're talking about building a middle class as a country. But then unfortunately, these things are not taken into serious consideration. And that is one of the reasons why the private sector is not giving attention. And we ought to talk about these things every day.
Mm-hmm.
We have to talk about it every day until government, national government can be able to ensure that the welfare of the people can be guaranteed. Government is a social contract. People wake up in the morning on election day to go and vote for a particular government. It's not because that particular president or is fine or he's handsome. No, it's because the one that likes to be affected positively. But unfortunately, we would rather give our national resources to few persons, and the majority are always languaging into poverty. It's all because people come to power, like you are saying, they go there and negotiate with the Lebanese man, with the Indian man, over man. I want to get so material from you and to pay my own horse, my personal life. Those things must start in our country, kind.
Okay.
It's good that you are highlighting it. Even I hope our people are going to begin to pick up.
Okay, my dear brother. Thank you very much. And we'll just take the last caller, then we go home. Marilyn Griffiths will be back on the platform. Marilyn Griffiths will be back on the platform to continue with the rest of the other people. There are more people who are on the line to win. She will call you to dish out the 20,000 to you. Let's talk to you, sir. How you doing, Chief? Quickly, you should be the last caller.
Okay, I'm fine.
Go ahead.
This is from most of the same community. These people, what they do to that boy is true. And for service for them too. For me, they took this last year, January.
Wow.
I work with them. Then one morning I came to work. I wanted to clean in the truck because they have a fire truck there. What set off for the fire service would between us working with them. So one morning I just forgot I go off.
Oh.
So they said put me in the pickup to take me to the hospital. I go there, they only give me ordinary drip. Then from there I came back to them and said I'm not okay yet. But they said I have to go to the hospital. But he said there's somebody go to the hospital, get me money. Most of the hospital will go there, they will demand money. And I will be working for them until the problem has been. So they not give me money. Up to now, in fact, what happened to me now, I can't see good with my one eye because of the darkness that I see.
You see that? You see that? So I mean, we need a whole national conversation on this whole topic. But thank you for sharing your experience. Hopefully we'll try to address these things in subsequent time. Let's take the last person, then we go home. Go ahead, sir. Let's hear you quickly. No time.
You are speaking with the Liberation Movement official spokesperson.
Okay.
William W. are joining from Carwell.
Go ahead.
I just want to say thank you ever so much for your stand, your nationalistic, what you are doing every day. When you God will pay you back for kind, it's a concern. And we, the Liberation Movement, we are taking record all of this thing that is happening, that is going on. Sooner or later will be coming out. Thank you so much.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much. William David Wu, the spokesperson of the Liberal Civil Rights Movement. We'll leave you right there and go home on the weekend's edition. We'll return on Monday, God's will. And trust me, by next week, Friday, which will be holiday, we are not sure we'll be here because it was going to be William V.S. Totman's birthday. But most importantly, it is going to be Omer Sam Sion's birthday, November 29. So next week is going to be a week of jolly here at Freedom Radio Liberia. Let's go home to return on Monday. God bless you. Bye-bye.